Can we just give me a thumbs if you can see it? Yeah, okay, great, thanks. So actually, interestingly, the first thing, and this would be really good if you could put this in the chat, is what to call this process. Because when we had grading and grades, we called it grading because that's sensible to call it. That's what it was. And now, as you go through this, because there isn't going to be grading, there's an endpoint assessment of award of QTS or not. Yeah, so just if you can have a think. At the moment, we're calling it trainee progress review process, trainee progress review, but even the progress bit, I'm a bit unsure about. So if you, as we go through, you want to stick in the chat, you know, what we want to call it, that would be great. So rationale for it first, in a couple of 3 drivers really here. One is the new Ofsted ITE framework, which is now live and statutory. There was discussion whether it's going to be held back, and it's not. The same as the core content framework that Fiona's talked about and we've just discussed in the breakout rooms. My understanding, certainly from the school opening document yesterday, that inspections will start again in January. Actually, for ITE, one of the things from the sort of evaluation phase was that having ITE inspections in the first term didn't work, so they would always have been from January anyway. So okay, so new Ofsted framework, there's the core content, also our own Hallam teacher review, and things we know about what trainees have said to us. Language of developing subject knowledge, beginning to adapt, developing an understanding of consistently applied rules and routines, understands. So the language has progressed in terms of expectation, but not progressed to the end point yet. Then in line, not in line. If any of the standards aren't in line, they're going to need a referral package. Strength areas for development. Then review point 3 and 4. Now these are the same, but actually, just let me scroll across. The two differences here really, and we've sort of differed about this slightly, because we still want to have high expectations, and we want to have high expectations throughout, but we don't want to put that pressure or give trainees the opportunity sometimes to put that pressure themselves, which, you know, we all do sometimes. So there are high level indicators there, but towards the end of the course. And I've called them high level indicators. They are kind of taken from some of the wordage of the old outstanding, but because we've got to be careful that we don't recreate what we had before. And so if we start putting too much in here, we just end up with something that's 1, 2, 3, 4 by another process. So they're only indicators of high level. And then there's TS 1 to 8 again. Currently working on putting some primary phase specific things in there about phonics and early maths, things like that. And then there's the high level indicators, in line, not in line, support for impact. And then by the end of the course, final assessment, because that's what the new Ofsted framework asks for, is to have high level indicators. Jenny, I'd need to go back and check, but I think this was attached as a PDF onto the invite that you've got for this, the Outlook invite. So if you want to look at it there, it's there as a PDF. I'm just going to stop sharing